Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, San Diego's werewolf venue. Sierra, who is going to attempt to learn how to make a talon. She knows what she must do to do this. What is Sierra doing?
Sierra, upon realizing what she is going to be doing, realizes that she needs a better way to stay unseen, make sure her operations stay deniable and under the radar, as it were. So she's going to be looking for a shadow spirit. She doesn't really want to summon one at this point, just because, well, there'll likely be plenty of shadow spirits hanging around at night. So she will step sideways and she will start exploring around the surrounding of the sept, making sure that, seeing if there's any shadow spirits around, or night spirits, one of the two.
Well, in the umbral reflection of the Sept, it's dark, but there's more of a twilight to it. Around and she sees more trees. Probably guess that there would be some shadow spirits hanging around there because the light casting off the trees. So she's gonna see these guys hanging about. And they're just sort of watching her, seeing what she's doing, curious.
Yeah, Sierra will start to approach. And she'll look at them and she'll say, she'll actually whisper this to kind of keep in mind what kind of spirit she's speaking to. Tim is going to be speaking out loud because fuck whispering in Hangouts.
Right?
She's going to whisper, I am Sierra Darcy, laced with dragons, foster and Theurge of the Black Furies, born on 2 legs.
The shadow spirit will whisper back, Sierra.
Yes, and she will go ahead and offer a point of gnosis by basically, it's like she whispers into her hand and then like clandestinely hands something to the spirit.
The spirit will reach out with it's not really hands, they're more like, wisps, and cup the gnosis in it like it's holding something very precious, but cupping its around the gnosis like it's almost trying to keep it secret in terms of the gnosis. And it'll whisper, what can I do for you?
I will be requiring assistance from the night. See, I will be up to things very soon that subtlety.
Looks interesting. interested. What kind of things?
Things that I won't be telling many of my setmates about. Things that
Secret
I need to do.
things.
She nods.
And as much as it can, the shadow spirit looks a little excited.
Oh shit.
Secrets. I like secrets. Tell me one. One of the things you're going to be doing that you require my assistance for.
She is going to step forward. She's going to lean into the spirit and whisper to it very softly. And she still sounds very hesitant to say it, almost like she's surprised that you think. I like to hear the screams and cries of sentient beings as I inflict pain upon them. I want to do something productive with this, and I need it to be secret, and no one can know about it.
Then I have a task for you to be able to do these things with my help. I need you to prove to me. And it's like it doesn't really have eyes, but the little circles that kind of denote what their eyes might be is dancing with excitement, and it's kind of its movements has gotten a little bit more quick, um, and it's almost enveloping Sierra in its shadow, like very excited. Um, um, when uh, when it's mentioning this task, will you accept it? It it whispers like Sierra can almost can think that it's whispering so in her ear that it's almost entered her ear to whisper it into her brain.
Ooh, fun. Ooh, fun.
So she can kind of hear the whisper echo.
Okay.
Bring me the heart of a newborn fawn. Make sure that the death is not quick. Make it suffer.
Ooh, out of character of a newborn. What now?
Fawn, a deer, a newborn deer.
Okay. Okay, a deer. All right.
A fawn is a baby deer.
I can bring you this part.
When you come back, I want the heart, and I want to enter your memory to hear its screams.
I can do this for you.
It dances around Sierra, and then she can feel it almost kind of like push her in a sense. Okay, go get it done.
All right. And so Sierra is going to head on out. stepping back into the tellurium so that way she can throw down. She can start that hunt.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll. The gauntlet rating is really low here, because you have natural channel as well.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll me a perception alertness first.
Okay. I will be shifting into lupus at least to begin with,
That's fine.
and spending that gnosis for heightened senses, yo.
Good job. You are down
Which
two
dice
noses.
roll? Oh, I'm sorry. Which dice roller are we using?
Just it doesn't matter. Whichever one you want to set it up in.
Okay, will do. There's 3 successes.
Okay. So with your perception alertness roll, you will hear some rustling in the bushes, um, and you can smell uh, the scent of deer. And make me a wit survival to track it.
Kick ass. All right, Gluescat gives us another die of survival, right?
Yes, and a -1 for hunting.
Kick ass.
So
Whew! That is a fail.
seriously, how did you?
Yeah, happens to the
Goddamn,
best of us.
it sure
Happens to
does.
the best.
So you're having trouble. Sarah is having trouble tracking the scent. Um, so it's just a fail. So you're not. She's not going to go in the wrong direction. She just kind of loses it. Um, so give me another. You know what? How about this time you give me a perception primal urge
All right, can do that
with
too.
heightened sense. Don't forget, heightened senses gives you an extra die of primal urge.
Yep. And then that's like it's real 5.
You. So what happens is Sierra picks up the scent of the deer and she tries to follow it, and it's just not working. So she strengthens her resolves and taps into her supernatural wolf senses to locate where these deer are. And I would say that, like, with 5 successes, she almost gets a visual image of where the deer are. Just go to where they are. Up on them. Give me a dex stealth. And since this does pertain to hunting, you may have a -1 diff.
Ooh, watch me fail this shit too. Hey,
Oh my god. All right, let me roll the deer perception alertness. Since it is nighttime, I will give a higher diff. And so the deer botch their perception roll. So Sierra is able to sneak up on the deer even though you failed your roll. This is why the STs roll. The deer don't know you're fucking coming. So what you can see are one deer who is full grown and another deer who is not. Um, it is with your primal urge roll so successful. You can tell that this deer was just born a few days ago. So that this is a newborn.
All right.
It's, and
Is
it's and it's
Mama there?
relatively late in the season for newborn deer, but you know it happens.
Is Mama there?
She's there. So you got two to deal with,
Okay.
but the target is the newborn.
Yes. She has an idea on how to handle this.
Okay.
Pretty fucked up.
Okay. This whole scene is pretty fucked up, so it's fine.
Fine. Yeah. So she doesn't. She does need to. She does need to take down the mom, but there's no way. She's a Black Fury. She understands that her mother is going to do whatever she can to protect her young.
Go ahead
That's
and
why the
give her
mom.
this. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and give her this. Deer are very skittish animals. Female deer generally do not have antlers, and if they do happen to have, they're small and really not very effective. Um, while some species of animals are protective of their young, the doe is not. Deer are very selfish in their fight or flight mode, and to go more flight, stag that will defend the young.
Damn.
Uh,
Deers are dicks.
no stag.
Oh, also you're cutting out real hard. Are you back? Hello.
Hello? Can you not hear me?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I haven't been able to hear you. You've been cutting out real hard.
Can you? Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you not hear?
Everything after deers are selfish dicks that will abandon their young.
I said that it's the stag rather than the doe that will stand and protect the young. There is no stag present.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch that part.
So really, she'll know because she's been hunting long enough and she's read enough books that if she just goes after the newborn deer, the mother is probably going to run away.
All right. Well, let's do this. See, Era is, upon realizing that, it's going to she is going to pounce on this deer. What she is specifically going to do is she is going to go for basically try and paralyze it.
Okay. So, she gonna go for the back of the neck to sever the spinal cord?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you have an ambush bonus, so give you a -2 on your attack.
Okay. I'm gonna need
It
it.
is a it is a called shot to the back of the neck.
Okay.
So that's a +2. So basically it's negated.
I've equaled out. All right.
But you also get the +2 on your damage. Um,
Oh shit. 4 successes.
all right, roll your damage.
Okay. So this one. 9 damage. Ooh, there goes
Okay,
the.
cool.
Which I think
That,
3 damage to
that's
a
enough.
severed.
Yes, 3 damage will be enough on this newborn deer. So what's going to happen is that Sierra is crouching behind the bushes to this clearing, and she leaps out and pounces on top of this newborn deer, sinking her fangs into the back of its neck, severing its spinal cord, but not snapping the neck, and paralyzes it. The newborn cries out. Its mother, scared and defenseless, runs away. And Sierra is left to her own devices with this paralyzed but still very much alive newborn deer.
All right. Sierra is going to relax into Hamid form. Um, there seems to be this newfound just sense of allure to her as she is as she goes into her Hamid form, and she kneels above this little baby deer. Um, because I love this aesthetic for her right now. She's totes just wearing the sports bra and like jeans and boots right now.
Yes, that's amazing.
Also, it's summer and it's hot as shit. Um, and she's going to pet this fawn, this little baby fawn, stroke its head. Hello. I'm very sorry for this. It seems that you have the worst luck. However, there are things that I need to explore about myself. As it drags the blade across the muzzle of the deer, she's not doing it particularly hard. She's just making a superficial cut right now.
Hear a cry um, emit from the mouth of the deer. It's not terribly loud, it's more of a startled cry.
I wish you could talk right now. I wish you were a person. But I think you'll just have to do for right now. You can't even understand me, can you? It's just very, very, very disappointing. As she starts to take the blade, place that up against the top of one of the front legs of the deer, so it's almost parallel, and starts to put the blade inside of the deer's leg, but inside of the she's basically separating the skin from the muscle. She's pretty okay. She's fucking trying. She's starting to flay the deer.
All right. She sinks her blade into the deer to start to flay it open, and it just shrieks in pain and terror. And though it can't move, it can still involuntarily tremble. And its heart races faster and faster, and Sierra can hear the heartbeat of this newborn deer in her ears as it becomes more and more terrified.
Hold on, no, wait. We can't have you die yet. No, it's okay. It's okay. And she's gonna pet it. She's gonna pet it until it calms down, or at least something approaching calming down.
If you want to try and calm it, roll me your charisma animal, Ken.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. Why not? This is so mean.
Oh, it is, but it's fucking glorious. All right, so as she's petting this deer and trying to calm it, it's very, very hesitant at first, but eventually she can feel its heart rate slow down just a little, even though it's in pain. But it's just something about her is calming to it, and it doesn't completely like relax, but it's definitely a lot calmer.
Okay, she's going to say, "Stay with me now. I'm going to need. I'm going to need you calm for all of this." Well, no, no. I want you to be the opposite of calm. I want you to be terrified. I want you to feel hope that you're going to be okay, and I want it to be ripped away from you. And she's going to lop off the deer's ear.
And it is going to shriek in pain, bleeding for, you know, bleating for its mother that is not going to come. And blood spurts out where the ear was. Not enough for it to bleed out, but it's just kind of a little momentary fountain.
Sierra is going to lick the blood off of the deer.
It tastes like blood, a little bit more tart than human blood, but it still tastes a lot like blood, yes.
Sierra does not know what human blood tastes like.
She's never tasted her own?
Yeah, she's tasting her own shit.
Then she knows what human blood tastes like.
Yep. She's going to look down at it. He'll be all right now. I don't think there's any amount of comforting I can do to make you feel better about this, though. You know, I've never tasted deer and Hamid before. She's going to take the back thighs of one of the deer and start to basically saw through that.
More shrieks of pain. The deer is trying desperately to move, but it cannot. It's just kind of flopping.
Yeah, and she's going to say, really, really, really want to know what you taste like. Sierra's going to take a bite out of the thigh of this deer and Hamid.
Okay. I don't know if Sierra's ever tasted raw meat before.
Strict carnivore, yes, she has.
Okay. Then, so newborn deer meat is going to be sweeter because the deer has only been fed its mother's milk. So it is the sweetest meat that she has had in a very long time.
Oh, she's going to smile when she tastes that, and she's going to say, oh, you taste like vanilla. I like that. I really like that. She's going to continue eating the thigh of this deer. Just the one thigh, but she is kind of hungry, and she's not gonna waste the animal. That's just an insult to Gaia. Um, Once she finishes that, though, I assume the deer's now minus a leg, considering she's probably eaten most of the major muscles in the leg now.
Yes. The deer is missing its leg. Is it one of its hind legs?
Yeah.
And of leg and the life is eyes. It's not. The screams are becoming softer. Animal begins to bleed out.
Yeah, what she's going to do now, and she's going to say, well, I guess I have to make this quick, shall we? Well, not make it quick, but I want you to feel the grand finale. What she is going to do is she's going to flip the deer onto its back, so that way she can get a good angle. She is going to rest her not her elbow on the mouth of it, but she is basically going to plunge her knife in its midsection and slowly start to cut this deer open. What, in essence, she's ending up blood eagling it.
Okay. For such a precise uh cut and things that she's doing, I would like you to make me a dex survival.
Okay, cool. Okay, so 3, then 4.
Don't forget the extra die.
Yeah, do I have survival? I forget if Sierra has survival 2 or survival 1. Find out! We gonna find out. Yeah, survival 1.
Okay.
Let's see if she pulls this off. We aren't going to do willpower because she's never exactly done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Okay, she can do what she wants to do. It's not going to be like, it's not a 5 success, so it's not going to be like exact, precise, pretty like she has done it before, but she does it with some precision that someone who's never done it before would not normally have, and she's able to achieve the result she wants and without damaging the heart of the deer.
Okay, awesome, because that's totally what she's going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to pretty much saw it open, essentially blood eagle the deer. She's going to saw through the middle of it, pretty much taking out its rib cage, breaking it, and then she'll start to reach in and then gently start to pull it open, breaking the rib cage even further and probably shattering some vertebrae along the way. There's probably more than.
And as this happens, she hears the final chokes of life from the deer as it has survived all the way up until this point. It lets out one final half-hearted scream before it goes limp and lifeless.
Yep. And then what she is going to do is she is going to reach in and she is going to start to separate the heart from everything that the heart is connected to.
Okay, she can do that in a matter of minutes, really. With 3 successes, she's able to do it pretty well, and she's learned something about the anatomy of a deer today. And yeah, she's able to successfully extract the heart. And it is actually still beating as she takes it in her hands. And it takes a few seconds for it to stop beating after she extracts it.
All right. Next, I don't think you have to roll for minor rights, do you? You can just kind of say you do them.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to make you roll for that shit.
Because what she is going to do now, she is basically going to place a kiss on her probably very bloody hand, although her mouth is also very bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, shut the deer's eyes closed, and she is going to say, "May Gaia have mercy upon you in your next cycle." And that's her prayer for the prey.
Okay. The spirit of the deer will go off and
Spirit's gonna be weirded the fuck out though. Like, what the fuck?
kinda.
That was weird.
So, Sierra have her bag on her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then she can put the heart in the bag. I'm not gonna make
Kick
her
ass.
I'm not gonna make her dedicate the heart. It is a natural thing. It can go in the bag.
Yes. And she's going to shift back into lupus and start to make her way back.
Okay. Shifts to lupus, step sideways, and go back to the eagerly waiting or anxiously waiting shadow spirit.
Where Sierra will relax into Hamid. She looks pretty damn satisfied right now, with a soft smile on her face. She's going to hold out the heart of the baby deer, almost reminiscent of the Wendigo artwork in W20.
Yes, all right.
And
This spirit. Oh, go ahead.
All she's going to say is, "It was still beating when I took it out."
If a shadow spirit could jump for joy, that's what this spirit is doing. It seems very delighted by that, and it circles her and says, "The memory. May I have the memory?"
Ooh, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
It says, "The memory. May I have the memory?"
Will I forget?
No, you're just sharing.
Of course, then.
And Sierra will feel this spirit enter her ear. Actually, it kind of envelops her and enters all orifices in her face to get to her brain. And it swirls around in her brain, looking through it, finding the memory, reveling in it, and then exits out the same way.
Yep.
And she doesn't feel any pain, but it's a very interesting sensation to have something enter her that way.
You know what? She's used to having strange things enter her. She's with it. Kind of letting the smoke from that the shadow spirit generates flow out of her eye sockets and her mouth.
And she can hear the shadow spirit cackling. "You've done well. I will help you in your future endeavors. So will my brothers and sisters. You may keep the heart."
Excellent, then. She will put it back into her bag. All right. And then, OC, shall we start the rite of binding now?
Yep, you may.
What's the starting diff?
Oh shit. Um, you've appeased the spirit. Start at standard.
Kick ass. I have to spend one gnosis because right now requires one gnosis spend. I really want this to work. I'll drop another gnosis, make it diff 4. We don't have this one in the
Okay.
bag. Hopefully. Watch me fail. Oh no, no, no! That's 5 successes.
Yeah, you bind the fuck out of the spirit, and a few others are compelled to help out. Um, so I'm gonna say that she successfully makes 4 nightshade talens.
Sweet.
So yeah, the talens are made, the deed is done, and she has a trophy. Do you see her have anything else she wishes to do?
Not off the top of my head. The only thing that she may want to do is take this opportunity with the night spirits to oh yeah. She's going to ask, in addition to this first arrangement, what would you like? Because something a bit different.
It swirls around her curiously. What do you have in mind?
The beings that I'm going to be going after, I'm going to need information about them. I was wondering if, when the time came, in exchange for sharing some of their last experiences with you, you'd be willing to tell me some of their secrets.
It swirls around her, and she hears, she feels the spirit enter her ear again, and that echoing whisper, "You have a deal." And then it exits her ear again.
And she's going to smile and she's going to say, that is grand, Spirit. Thank you. I think we'll be getting, I think this will be very, very good arrangement for the both of us.
And the spirit will just swirl around her one more time as if like it's giving a handshake or some sort of, affirming embrace, and then it will go off. Uh, and yeah, is that it?
Yes, that is it.
All right, then that'll be the moment we end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time.